Hey, trading family, Kris here with the Mindbloome Exchange. We got an inquiry as well as we do have some fans that do trade Forex. I used to trade Forex heavily and I didn't touch stocks at all or crypto or any of it. And now I'm sort of diversifying. I sort of look at Forex a little bit, normally Euro US, and then USD and yen, and then pound yen, and then US 30 as well. I'll look at as well. But outside of those key things there, um, I normally try to touch stocks or crypto, and it seems to be working for me. So if you're into Forex and you're trying to figure out what's working and how to trade Forex, this analysis is on good for you. Right away, I haven't done an analysis on Euro USD. I've cleared my charts, so for everybody to see. All right. Right away, we could sort of see a simple, this was our low here. We broke our low here. And then this was our top, and that was our top. What does that mean? Well, it means we are still going down. Euro over the US, we are afraid not, possibly going further south and maybe breaking this level here and then pushing forward down. Now, let's get into the details, the nooks and the crannies of the whole rigmarole, and let's go from there. First up that we have, being that we're on the monthly, which I like to do, we like to do our projections down right now. Let's just get a little bit more relevancy here. Wow, look at that. I like that. That was cool. So you took the top, you took the 50, and look at that. Boom, boom, boom. So there's a lot of relevancy with that level there. And then from there, let's mark it out down here. Next level here. And these are monthly levels, so don't expect that this is going to just happen overnight, overall. And yeah, we can go to 78 cents on the Euro USD, which is, I've never seen that low in my life, to be honest. That's very, very, very low. Okay, perfect. So we have our projections put in place. Next thing that we need to do is put in our fib retracement level. I like doing it because it's just everything gives us probability and the variables that add up and add up. So if you have like 4 or 5 different variables coinciding with one another, that means that it increases your probability that you could, I'm not saying you could be on the right path and you could be on the right trade. But without risk management, you are, sometimes many people struggle. So risk management is key when it comes to. So right away, what I found is I don't have enough data. Okay, so what I need to do now is figure out, and this happens all the time, is where the fit projection, the pitchfork that you have may not work specifically for the present market. So, but if we really want to just zone in here, we could do something like this, which makes our life easier. This is the top, this is the bottom, that's the middle. My apologies. And we go to there, right? Of course, that's not going to work. The middle one's maybe not going to work, but it did touch here, which is interesting. I'm more looking at probably this level here, right? And you know what? I would even, You could do it there. You can even do it there. And we have a couple levels down here as well to make sure we still got some levels here to use. So if the market breaks this level here, wait, my apologies. If the market breaks that level, we can go to that level, and then from there we can get into another projection down. Now I'm curious, and this is just how my brain works, is if we did this is our high, that's our lower, that feels better. So let's do that. I like that. That just, do you see how the market intercorrelated with here, and I don't know, it just, there's sometimes like when you've done this thousands of times, it looks better and it feels better. And it's not enforcing the market to be what it's not. It's more just seeing the market for what it is. But sometimes some levels, you're like, doesn't look right. And so that's why, not saying that the other one that we had was incorrect. It was just, this actually is more accurate, meaning that this is our higher high, this is our lower low. So technically, we're not doing anything wrong, right? And I'm actually happy with that, because then that frames up this market overall in where we're going as well. Next, I would probably even go into a fib retracement there, and then we're going to go a little bit more local here, and we should have moving forward good levels to sort of look at this market with, right? So first up, why am I not surprised that our first projection down is this level here? Well, not a surprise at all. Next is we have another level down here. If we go deeper than that, we're going to go to here. We're going to go to $1. Ooh, we're in interesting territory. If for whatever reason we go past the dollar territory, we go back into support of this area here, 98 cents. And then from there, if that does not hold, if 98 cents does not hold, people, then 84 cents seems to be the next trigger down. So let's go take it into the weekly, because this is all monthly that we did, right? Right. So we got some noise. We hit some levels. We have our monthly levels here, etc., etc. And now what I would probably do is do a fib retracement there. And honestly, this may get a little messy, but the reason why it's going to get messy is because there's going to be some overlap with this market. See, if I go like that, that is our highest high. Huh. Interesting. And that doesn't make sense, so it would have to be this. Cool. Okay. Unless we do something like that, we could. All right, let's do something like that. Now you're going, oh my goodness, there's so many lines, it's so busy. I get it. Give me a sec. Let me zoom in and get some clarity so you can breathe a little bit, so you can go, oh, okay, Kris, this makes sense. Everything has a reason. Everything has a purpose on why I do what I do. Now, if you just looked at the levels that we created and looked at just the market and how the market is interacting with each other, look at this. Let's just even look from here. We hit a fib level, which is these black levels. Then we went into a pitchfork support. We broke down. We tried to retest that support, broke down even further, and then got into another fork level, held it. Well, what happened when we broke here? Where's our next level? Right here. Where did it go? Right here. So now we're back into resistance. And now, currently, we can either play the game of we can go up a little bit more and then drop down, or we drop higher. So let's get a better understanding of this market, where precisely you will know where it's going and why and how, for at least the moment anyway, for at least tomorrow or today. So based on just a quick analysis, we'll make these levels 1, make them skinny. And then that's our second projection up. If we blow through that projection, then our third projection up is $1.05, and our fourth projection is $1.06. That is what I am seeing on the bullish side. Now, if we go this way, then what we will do is quite simply take suit of our weekly and monthly projections that we have on the bottom. Not surprised. Let's do one more up here. Exactly. So where you can sort of see the yellow lines build up, it's sort of like a bigger wall per se. That wall, go to this level here. And then lastly, if we, go to here. So how we'll play this, ladies and gentlemen, is what I will do to make it easier. We'll put these in boxes, right? Sometimes visually it helps when you have things in boxes. I like that. And then lastly here. Because then it can go, okay, so in this box here, then it hits here. I don't want to be exactly to the nail on the head with exactly where this market will go, because I don't know. It may miss it by, a few pips up. And if I say this is going to go to 505.55 or whatever it is, or 105.873, and it only goes to 104, well, there's a lot of variance in the market, right? And so that's why I've realized for myself that variance has to be taken into account. I generally have like a 20, 30 pip, maybe even 40 pip difference. So if I have a target, I try to get in with a 20 to 50 pips of it. And the reason for it is so then it's, even if I'm on target and I get 80% of it, I'd rather get 80% than 0 of it. But this is sort of where you can sort of see what I'm sort of thinking. with this here. These levels here will go to these two boxes here, etc. And then from there, we can see a rise down as such. That could be the case, or we keep rising up, which we're in a bearish trend. So I wouldn't be surprised if we keep going down, not up, but we still have to add that level of unbiasedness to it to make sure that, everything, what we're doing makes sense and is very accurate based on the data that we have. Now, based on the information provided here, we're going to either 1, 2, 3, or 4 zones. So these boxes are zones, and we will go into those zones there, and then we will possibly see a correction. And then from that correction, we would see a further down movement there. So those are a couple strategies going in place. Honestly, if the market breaks above the 104 level, then taking these zones up to 104.73 or 105.58 makes sense. Even 106. If the market breaks past here, let's just do this. Let's make it black. Black is my heart. No. There we go. There. So outside of the black lines, so if we break above the black, we go to these two zones up here. If we break below the black, because it's price action, then I wouldn't be surprised if we see 1, 2, 3, or 4 zones, whichever those zones are, getting hit. And then from there, we'll see a reaction, possibly a drop movement, a correction up into further support or trying to support, and then it'll be a push back down so far. However, if we break above, then wouldn't be surprised if we get to the 104.769 or even higher, where we have a Fibonacci retracement as well as a couple projections, as well as Pitchfork loaded up on those levels there. So be mindful of those zones as mentioned and trade safe. Make sure your risk management's on point. If you have any questions, send them my way. If you're struggling to be a sustainable trader, and you're struggling with your wellness, stress, and trying to manage it all, and maybe you're feeling a bit stressed, a bit burned out, and things aren't really working the way they're supposed to, send me a DM. More than happy to help overall, or go to my profile. But outside of that, if you found that this is a value, let me know. If you found that this wasn't a value, let me know. My goal is to create educational content that will make you money, and so that you can become a profitable, sustainable trader. And yeah, like, share, boost, do whatever, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.